We're going to look at wedging. It is the essential first step before you come to the wheel, so make sure you take your time to get your clay really well wedged. Yeah, I guess we should get started. Okay, so when we are prepping our clay, we need to start by wedging. So I'm going to place my clay on a wedging table or any solid surface. I'm overlapping my fingers on the back side, and the palms of my hands are in on the side of the clay. I'm gently pushing forward, and I'm going to end up lifting it with my hands, repositioning and pushing forward again. It looks like this in real time. And what I'm doing here is I am exchanging the interior material with the exterior material. It's incredibly important that I'm pushing in with my hands as I push away. If this piece of clay elongates out, you will not be exchanging the interior material for the exterior material. What we're trying to do here is get this to be homogeneous, which means the density of our clay is equal throughout, and it doesn't have any air bubbles or pockets inside of it of other material. So I'm just going to keep going and continue to wedge this. Now, it's very difficult to know how many times you need to do this process. It just depends on the irregularity of the clay that you're using. If this was a culmination of a bunch of different pots that got smushed and put into a bag, you would need to wedge many more times than if it was a block of clay that came from a clay manufacturer. But I would say anywhere from 25 times to 100 times, depending on how irregular your clay is. One of the things that's interesting is if I put an indentation here, you can see that clay indentation moving through the mass. And so that's a really interesting thing to think about. We are exchanging the core material for this exterior material, and any irregularities or air bubbles are often going to come out on this like little skirt. They call it a ram's head because it creates this sort of spiral and sort of a face here, and so this is called ram's head method. It's the most simple wedging method. It's very similar to kneading bread dough, except for when you're kneading bread dough, oftentimes you're incorporating air in, where we are trying to remove air from the material. And if you have any questions, comment below.
That's great.
Okay.